I think so. Oh, it's crazy.
Can you get back up?
I don't know, man. Just hold on.
Dude, you're f***ing out! Dude, what's going on down there? Where are you?
Hold on.
I can't see you. You want to see it slow?
Started chasing him, he ran way up ahead, right?
That way?
And he just fell through.
Neil,
Just...
Warren, in the command center. Sorry, go ahead.
So you're like calling him down after.
Detective.
Still getting used to that.
You and me both. Keep it tight. This is a bad one.
Who's the lead on this?
I'm the lucky duck.
Sorry.
Yeah. You may regret your promotion. Place has been abandoned since the hospital closed, what, at least 20 years ago. Pit was covered with dirt, plywood, solid except for a single panel popped out as an exit. That's where the kid fell through.
Why'd you leave tonight?
You were sleeping. It seemed pointless to stay. Next time I'll leave a note with a cookie.
You can go down now.
I'll go first.
What is that?
Wet mummification. Killer bound the bodies. Put each in a bag, tied the top. When decomp started, there's nowhere for the fluids to go, so basically they pickled in their own juices. All women. Young women. At least we think they are. These are all the items that were found next to the bodies. Trophies, maybe.
Hey, check this out.
Oh. Number 6 has a name. Annabelle Granger. Contact next of kin.
You got it.
All women in a pit. God, it is so much like...
A Gagnon case.
Yes. It's like Gagnon.
And you are?
Alex Wilson. I teach crime scene management at the academy.
This isn't exactly a classroom.
Sergeant Warren is allowing me to shadow her.
Who says I'm not generous?
Yes. Captain Rossi ordered me to spend some time in the field.
Maybe he thought if you're teaching crime scene management, it'd be helpful to actually work a crime scene. Excuse me.
You just got schooled.
The 6 bodies found last night in an underground chamber near the abandoned Fremont State Mental Hospital have still not been identified. Police sources say the skeleton remains
Give me the one from October.
Hi.
Well, Benedict there.
Yeah, I can get that for you.
The Gagnon case. 1992, 17-year-old Katherine Gagnon was kidnapped by Richard Umbrio. Her mistake that day? A fondness for dogs. Umbrio claimed he had lost his puppy. This is why I do not own a pet. Gagnon was held captive in an underground pit and raped for 30 days. Hunters stumbled across the pit. She was rescued. Umbrio was arrested shortly thereafter, convicted, and died in prison in 1998.
So you're saying Umbria did this?
I'm saying there's similarities.
Such as?
Well, obviously, they both kept women in underground pits.
Umbria's pit was 4x6, probably a manually enlarged sinkhole. Our subject used a 10x20 chamber, complete with wood reinforcements.
Same, but different.
Except for the supplies. The ladder, plywood cover, plastic bucket.
Each item exactly the same.
It's a bigger chamber, more furniture, including the rocking chair.
Umbrio kidnapped one known victim, our subject 6. Were they abducted all at once or individually over a span of time? Were they related? Did their time in the chamber overlap? Were they even alive down there?
What about Annabelle Granger? You releasing her name?
Neil, were you able to find next of kin?
No.
Then yes, maybe somebody will find us. All right. Got 2 hours. Go home, take a shower, enjoy it. Enjoy wearing fresh clothes, and if anybody needs to sit this one out, now'd be the time to say something. Didn't think so. We're off to the races.
I know it's been a long time, but I'm wondering if you noticed any of these things missing about the same time she disappeared. Lip gloss called,
I understand, ma'am. Do you remember the boyfriend's name?
After the last phone call, did you notice any unusual activity on your credit card? Okay, was it anywhere in the state?
Yes, ma'am. I do know about the bodies. How can I help you? How old was she when she ran away? How old was she ran?
Neil.
Yeah. What's up?
Whitley tells me your mom's in the hospice.
She is.
Should you be here?
Yes?
This is me being nice. I'm not gonna ask a third time.
Yeah, I'm fine.
How many calls have you received? Wow.
We had one woman calling from Seattle about her missing sister. She's been gone since 1962.
Give Cahill a break and make sure no one works the phones for more than an hour at a time.
Right. Also some guy named Charlie Marvin called that he used to work at the hospital. Has some history to share.
Thanks.
Hey.
She gave you a desk.
You don't have one?
It's coming.
Oh, yeah, right. I mean, you've been a detective for what, 20 seconds? She at least give you a chair?
What's up?
You missing something?
Not mine. Leave it.
You. I miss you.
I'm right here.
Should I send you some flowers or something just to prove it?
I think we're way past flowers. You know what? If you want to make me really happy, find me a decent roast beef sandwich in this town. We need to get a list of patients and administrators from the hospital.
Place has been abandoned for decades.
Start with this guy. Charlie Marvin claims he knows history.
Sergeant Warren?
Yes.
Wow. Sorry. Sorry, you look just like someone else.
The officer at the desk, he sent me back here. It's about those bodies.
If you want to make a missing persons report.
No, I don't want to make a report. I'm Annabelle Granger. Where did you find that?
Is this yours?
Yes. It was a gift.
From who?
I have no idea. I was a kid. Someone started leaving lots of little things, toys, really meaningless stuff, all wrapped in brown paper outside our door, and then one day that necklace shows up on our porch.
What year was that?
It was, right before we moved to Florida, 1994. I loved that necklace. My father went crazy when he saw it. He made me give him all the other things that I'd gotten, but I didn't want to give him that. I got to pick one thing that meant something to me before leaving for Florida.
So you kept this?
No, I gave that to Dory. Dory Petrochelli. She lived next door. She was like an older sister to me. I loved her. She was my best friend. I was leaving forever. I wanted her to have the necklace, so I gave it to her and never said goodbye. Did you find that on a body? Is that why you thought it was me?
We can't comment on an active investigation.
Was it Dory? Is that who you found, please?
We don't actually know. It'll take weeks to identify a body.
Why did you move to Florida?
I don't know. Someone was following us.
Who?
I don't know. Terrified my father.
Well, you never asked?
I asked 1,000,000 times. My father would never give me the details. I asked up until the day he died.
When was that?
He was killed a couple years ago.
Killed how?
In an apartment fire.
What about your mother?
She died when I was 3.
You gotta help us out here. You must remember something.
All I know is we would live one place for a while and then we'd move. Change names. For all I know, my father could have changed my name before it was Annabelle.
What does it say on your birth certificate?
I have lots of them. All with different names. I was Annabelle here, Linda in Florida, Jennifer in Wisconsin.
What about a driver's license? Social security card, family photo?
Nothing. I have no connection to anything or anyone.
You're claiming to be a dead girl, but you have no identification to back it up. Not even a scrapbook.
Look, when I was 13, I was Annabelle Granger. One day I come home from school and have 15 minutes to pack. Goodbye, Annabelle. Hello, Linda.
This is very hard to believe.
You're the cops. You figure it out. My father, he was a professor at the university. Russell Walt Granger. We lived at 282 Oak Street in Arlington until 1994. Look it up. There'll be a record. A family just disappears overnight. I'm pretty sure you'll have a file on that.
Why didn't you look it up yourself?
I'm invisible. If I ask questions, I come out in the open, and I become prey for someone I don't know.
Did you ever visit Fremont State Hospital?
No?
Okay.
I'll take her downstairs, have her photographed.
Just one more thing. Does the name Katherine Gagnon mean anything to you?
No?
How about Richard Umbrio?
No.
All right. We'll be in touch.
This way.
All right, that should be
Hey,
fine.
where's the list of missing girls? Really? You didn't think to alphabetize?
Well, we did it chronologically by the year they went missing.
What year did Annabelle say she moved?
1994.
Nice. Hello. Dory Petrochelli. Missing October 19th, 1994.
That means Umbrio couldn't have been the killer.
Uh-uh.
He was already in prison.
Then the killer's still out there.
Two women who look so much alike in the same city targeted by madmen who keep them underground. Annabelle's connected to the murderer. She may not know who he is, but he knows her. Nothing is random.
What's the story with you and Bobby?
There is no story.
Are you two on or off?
It's none of your damn business.
Sure it is. A personal relationship can cloud your judgment.
My judgment is never clouded.
What if I told you that I saw Detective Dodge snorting a line of coke at the crime scene last night? I mean, we were all pretty traumatized by those girls. How do you know I'm lying?
I know Bobby Dodge. He's rock solid. Before making detective, he was a sniper in special tactics. He would not be traumatized. You are lying.
Sleeping with them for almost a year. You ask him to be on the team. Why?
We are done with this conversation. Who told you about me and Bobby?
Everyone. I also heard that you like Italian food.
Man, people talk a lot.
Wait till you try my pasta puttanesca.
We are not having dinner together. Ever.
They're not home.
Hello, sir. I'm Detective Warren. This is Detective Wilson. How long have you lived in the neighborhood? Mr.
Evans. About 20 years.
You remember the family that used to live in this house, the Grangers?
Russell Granger was kind of a troublemaker.
How so?
He was convinced that someone was stalking his daughter. He called the cops all the time, told the whole neighborhood that someone was leaving gifts for her. He had everyone pretty upset.
You thought he was paranoid.
Yes, sir, I did. And he spread his paranoia like a virus. One day, my wife, Nancy, notices a van parked outside of the Granger's house. It's a white van. Came and went for days. Next thing, he claims someone tried to break into his daughter's bedroom. Red alert! Red alert! He goes into overdrive. Nancy starts wondering, maybe there is something to this whole stalker business.
Was there?
I thought he was doing it all himself, for attention. Almost had Nancy convinced. Then Mrs. Watts across the street tells somebody that she has mice in her attic. Big mice. Mice that move all the time. Russell calls the cops. This time they found something.
Everybody thought Granger was crazy until they found a nest in the neighbor's attic. In it, they found these items. Sleeping bag, flashlight, can opener, 3 bottles of water, and a plastic gallon bucket. It was used as a latrine.
Yeah. Please tell me we have that plastic bucket in evidence.
We should be so lucky. Anyhow, if the neighbor's f***ed by the unknown guest, Russell Granger basically wants to deploy the National Guard. And it gets worse when the detectives find these. All taken by the Peeping Tom. Granger accuses the neighbors of harboring perverts. A few days later, the necklace appears on their porch and they move. Case dies a natural death.
But if Dory Petrochelli went missing a week later, didn't that raise a few eyebrows?
She didn't disappear from her house. She was in Lawrence visiting her grandparents. Different jurisdiction. Connection was never made.
Yeah.
Petrocelli's moved away years ago. No one's heard from him since.
Nothing is random.
Annabelle was a target. Dory, the consolation prize.
Something like that. What'd you find at the university?
The dean of the math department barely remembered him. Granger was an adjunct professor from 91 to 94. He was remarkably unremarkable.
What was his excuse for quitting?
Personal reasons. But there is one guy, though, Dr. Shoup, who was sort of friendly with Granger. He's at a conference in Berlin, and we'll be back in a few days. I've already left him 4 messages.
Fifth never heard.
What is this?
It's one of the gifts left for Annabelle. She was targeted by a sophisticated stalker. Her father hadn't been so paranoid. Lay her body down in that pit instead of Dory's.
There's one other thing. Katherine Gagnon called. She wants to meet Annabelle.
Of course I remember getting those little gifts, but I thought it was just some kid. I didn't know I had a stalker.
When you lived on Oak Street, there were police at your house?
talking to your father, taking reports. How's it even possible that you never picked up on being stalked?
My father explained it away, and no, I don't remember what he said. I was taught to forget. Every time we moved, I had to forget who I was and start new.
And you never found that a little strange?
Of course I did. I thought my father was completely delusional. I was a kid. What was I supposed to do? It was all I had.
Just in time.
Working late.
Yeah, just for you.
Oh, thanks, Ben.
Later.
See ya.
You actually know the name of your delivery guy?
It's fabric. I get a lot of it. He's probably the closest thing I have to a friend. It's even sadder when I say it out loud.
Wow. Did you make all this?
Yep.
You can actually earn a living sewing quilts?
You'd be surprised. People pay a lot for quilts.
How do you come up with the colors?
It depends. Sometimes the client's really specific. Other times they have no idea, and it's up to me. I don't think you're here to talk about quilting.
Okay. So you don't know your story. Someone else has to know something about you. Grandparents, aunts, uncles.
My father was an orphan. My mother's parents died right after I was born. Mom died a little later.
How?
Overdose. Do you wonder why? Living with him.
Hey, what do you say we go get something to eat? I could kill for a pizza right now. Nice neighbors.
You know what my dream is? To get married, have a name that's permanent. A house, white picket fence. A place that's mine forever.
It's nice, considering my dream is to have a decent parking space. It's good to dream.
Well, it's better than running from a nightmare.
I have plenty of those.
I imagine you've seen some pretty terrible things.
Things that shouldn't be discussed over pizza.
Unlike the light chit-chat of me being stalked as a child.
I was in special tactics with the state police before becoming a detective.
Special tactics.
I used to shoot people.
So when did you become a detective?
My first case. Sergeant Warren asked me to work it.
I want to go where Dory died.
No, you don't.
I owe it to her.
Do yourself a favor. Remember your friend for everything that made you love her, not how she died.
There's something else. Dory went missing in 1994. Everyone's sure of that date. There was another case 2 years before that, a man named Richard Umbrio.
You asked me about him before.
He kidnapped a 17-year-old and kept her in a pit. Probably would have killed her if a couple of hunters hadn't stumbled across her.
She's alive?
Yes, she is. And she looks just like you. Katherine Gagnon thinks that if you guys look so much alike, with the whole pit thing, there might be a connection. She wants to meet you.
I don't want to meet her.
Look, I think all she wants to know is that if there were other victims, she wasn't alone.
No. Oh, Mr. Foster, I'm sorry to keep bugging you, but the light?
Yeah, I'll get to it.
Some nice guy.
I'll meet this Gagnon woman under one condition. You take me to that pit where Dory died.
While there has still been no official comment from police brass, sources close to the investigation say the bodies of the 6 victims remain unidentified. Property belonging to one Annabelle Granger.
Train 31 3.
When I was little, Dory used to sing to me. She used to read to me Goodnight Moon. Her favorite flavor of popsicle was grape. She taught me to dance. No one should die like this.
No.
I am the one who caused this. If I hadn't given her that damn locket. Can we go up now?
I got you. Come on. Just breathe. Sit right over here. There you go. Okay?
Secure area, you cannot be.
Just breathe.
Sorry, sir. But it's like I told you today and yesterday, you're gonna have to leave.
Excuse
okay?
me. You look like you're somebody in charge. My name's Charlie Marvin. I used to work at this hospital.
Charlie Marvin, the man with history. Sergeant Warren, it's all right.
Sorry. When I heard about those 6 girls they found up here, it shook me right up. I worked for nearly 10 years here as an attendant nurse.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, we had 1,800 patients, 16 and up. Black, white, rich, poor. Crazy knows no boundaries.
Well, the person we're looking for would have had access to the grounds. Were the patients allowed out, or should we focus on staff?
Wasn't much difference. After some time, most of the staff forgot what life was like outside the hospital walls. Became as nutty as the patients. You do know what happened here in 1985, right? To Inga Lovell?
No.
Young nurse, pretty, murdered in the woods. No one was ever even arrested. Most people thought it was Christopher Riola. Not me, though.
Who?
I guess it's time you saw my list. I started writing down memories after I heard about those girls.
Christopher Riola?
Yes. Came from a wealthy family, committed in the 70s. Smart, really social kid. Learned the system. Hours, shifts, dinner breaks, medications. Nobody put it together until after Inga's death, but attendants had been falling asleep on their shifts. They found out later he'd been mixing stolen Thorazine into the attendants' food.
What happened to Riola?
They didn't have enough to arrest him for Inga's murder. He was eventually kicked out after organizing a patients' revolt. He was transferred to Bridgewater, which handles the criminally insane.
Do you know why he was initially committed to Fremont?
I don't. Had to be bad, though.
Did they ever find Inga's killer?
No. And like I said, I don't think it was Riola. I think it was Schmidt, Adam Schmidt.
Right. What was he in for?
He wasn't a patient. He was one of the other attendants.
Why'd you think it was him?
He was fired after he was found sleeping with one of the patients. He was definitely a guy who couldn't keep his business in his pants.
Hey, can I talk to you for a sec?
Excuse me.
Did anything good ever happen at this hospital?
Yes, sure. all the time. There was this one kid, Benji. Police brought him in off the streets, wouldn't talk, an animal, really. And 2 years after that, he was admitted to a private prep school during the day, graduated, moved on.
That's it for now. Thank you. You've been very helpful. Detective Wilson will get your contact info.
I'm pretty easy to find. I volunteer most days at the Pine Street Mission, helping the homeless.
Great.
Hey, you're on Christopher Riola from the moment he left the hospital. Where did he go? What did he do? Where is he now? Bobby, get the list of missing girls from the hotline. See if there's any tie to Fremont, Umbrio, Riola, or Russell Granger. And find out what happened to Adam Schmidt after he was fired.
Anything else?
Yeah, run a background check on Charlie Marvin while you're at it. You, go see your mother. And you are coming with me. We found Dory's mom and she wants to see you.
Mrs. Petrochelli? I'm not sure that's such a good idea.
Excuse me. I know you.
I don't think so.
You sure?
Yes?
Well, my mistake. Sorry.
He worked at the hospital. You sure you've never been there? Maybe with your father?
I'm so today I've never been there.
All right, let's do this.
Thank you for letting me look at these, Mrs. Petrochelli.
Well, you're old enough to call me Ruth. What do you remember about Annabelle and her family moving?
We were all very surprised. We'd been good friends. Dory, of course, was devastated. But now I understand your father's desire to keep you safe.
Did Mr. Granger seem paranoid to you?
Yes, until we found out that someone had been living in Mrs. Watts's attic. We started talking about moving ourselves, especially after you left. That's what we were doing that week. I sent Dory to my parents. We were house hunting. We almost got away. Doesn't get easier. You tell yourself it will. It doesn't.
Did Mr. Granger know Dory had gone missing?
Well, I don't know. I never talked with him after that last phone call, and by the time he came back, we were so consumed with detectives and FBI.
He came back?
I never saw him, but I heard later that he had to wrap up things at the university.
This is me. We look so normal.
We were normal.
This proves I was here. I belonged. I had an ordinary life. May I keep this?
Of course.
So I stand here alone, safe from the unknown, just waiting for the light to arrive. And I can't be hurt, 'cause the curvature of the earth protects me from the very thing I desire.
Hey, got word on Schmidt. He died a year before Dory disappeared.
My kind of suspect, dead and gone.
Had to go with Mrs. Petrochelli.
Russell Granger came back after they moved. So he knew about Dory's abduction. He just didn't tell Annabelle. So here's a guy who's about her getting a plastic pony, but he doesn't use their neighbor's kidnapping as the ultimate cautionary tale? Doesn't fit.
Let's talk about this over dinner.
Oh, you go ahead.
Ah, come on, you gotta eat sometime, right?
I ate yesterday and all last week.
Why do you do that? Every time we get close, you pull back.
You know me well, I'll give you that.
What if I want more?
Don't be such a girl. I'm sorry. I just can't do this now.
Now? You can't do this now because you have this case that seems to fill in all the cracks. You don't feel so lonely. But what happens after?
I don't know.
We gotta move forward. Or not. But we gotta move in some direction. Dodge. Great. Thank you. I will. That was Annabelle. She's ready to meet Katherine Gagnon.
Wait here, please.
What a dump.
Well, the cavalry has arrived.
Huh, Mrs. Gagnon. I'm Sergeant Warren, this is Detective Dodge, and this is...
You must be Annabelle. You have a lovely home.
Consolation prize from a wealthy ex-husband.
I do see a resemblance. Curious. Two crimes so similar with two girls who look so much alike.
Can't be a coincidence.
Of course it could be. But that's what we're here to talk about, isn't it?
We're here because you wanted to meet Annabelle.
That's why she's here. You're here because you think I'll remember something. Something about Umbrio that ties all these random pieces together. So please, have a seat.
Thank you.
What do you remember?
I was 17 when I was kidnapped in May of 1992 by Richard Umbrio. I was rescued, he was arrested, there was a trial in 1993, he died in prison.
Had you ever been to the Fremont State Mental Hospital before 1994?
I've never even heard of it, before or after.
What about Umbrio?
If he had, he didn't mention it to me. And if he had, then I would have heard about it, wouldn't I?
Did he ever mention anyone he was close to, or maybe bring a visitor to the pit?
Like a friend? He had no friends. Why do you think he kept me alive so long? He tried to kill me every day, wrapping his big, sweaty hands around my throat, then at the last second, letting go. Compassion, kindness? No. He did it because I was all he had. He had no friends.
What was the pit like?
It wasn't new. He told me he found it exploring the woods. It was a place to get away from his parents. And of course, to keep his personal. So, now that you've heard my sad little tale, anything ring a bell? Did you know him?
No.
She survived being stalked by men in the early 90s. As to whether or not that's Umbrio, that's still yet to be determined.
So this was a waste of time.
Katherine, are you absolutely sure it was Umbrio who kidnapped you?
You've got to be kidding me.
Dead serious. We have 6 bodies also found underground, and at least one of them came after Umbrio was in prison. Is there even a possibility that because you were very young and traumatized, you ID'd Umbrio because he looked like your assailant? And that man is still out there?
I ID'd Umbrio because it was Umbrio. For 28 days, he was my hell.
I ate because he gave me food. I drank because he gave me water. In exchange for that, he did unspeakably vile things to my body. I think we're done here.
Catherine, I'm so sorry. We didn't mean to upset you.
It would have been so much easier for both of us.
What would have been?
If Umbrio had been your stalker, you would have had some answers. And I wouldn't feel like it had just been me, that I had done something, that I was the only one he wanted.
What happened to you was not your fault.
I know that.
You survived.
Do you love your parents?
They're dead.
What did your father do?
Oh, he was a mathematician.
Mine repaired appliances. I never forgave them for what happened to me, for not protecting me. Do you think I survived? I died in that hole. You should go now.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I can help you. Who is that?
My father.
You said he was a mathematician.
He was?
Don't lie to me. I met him. Twice, in fact. He was with the FBI.
Her father came to see me while I was still in the hospital.
So that would be November 1992.
Yes. He flashed a badge at me, said he was FBI, and then he showed me a picture. I was hopeful because no one had made an attempt to identify my attacker. But it wasn't Umbrio. And when I told Mr. Special Agent that, he didn't take it well. He kept asking me if I was sure. It's as if he had a personal stake attached to whoever was in that photo. May I go now?
She goes on to say that the FBI agent came back to double check.
Why would Russell Granger pretend to be an FBI agent 2 years before Annabelle had a stalker?
Could have been a cover. Lull her into thinking that he had a suspect, just to hear the details how Umbrio had done it.
Why?
Because maybe he was planning on doing the same thing.
Come on.
Granger goes to talk to Katherine and learns how Umbrio kept a girl hidden in a pit.
2 years later, he has his neighbors think that Annabelle is being stalked. And while everyone is concerned with Annabelle, the girl next door is kidnapped.
Annabelle's stalker was never found. Granger supposedly burns up in a fire.
Supposedly.
The coroner's report said that Annabelle ID'd her father's body based on a ring he was wearing. No dental records. Guy never went to the dentist. I mean, could be anyone in that fire.
You've got to be kidding me. You're saying Granger killed someone else, set fire to his apartment, knowing that his daughter would identify his wedding band?
Stranger things have happened. When are we talking to the guy who knew him at the university?
Dr. Shoup, he's back on Monday.
I want to know. Did he run because of something he feared? Or because of something he did? Neil, don't you have someplace to be for the next hour?
I called Bridgewater Hospital. Riola was released in 1988.
Go visit your mother.
That's 6 years before the Petrochelli girl was killed. 6 years, 6 girls, 1 for each year. And here's something else. I cross-checked the date Dory was taken. 5 other girls were abducted within the day of October 19, over 6 years.
You do good work.
I know.
And it will all still be here if you take that hour. Steve, you find the ID of those girls?
Not yet.
It's not like we have to know who the victims actually are or anything.
They were mummified. I couldn't tell you what decade they died in, let alone who they were.
You were worthless as an ME.
And you were a pain in the...
Stop trying to flatter me.
And I didn't think it was possible.
What is the pillow talk like between the detective and the medical examiner, anyway?
We, usually don't talk about work.
Take him to see his mom.
I'm good here.
I know you are. I know how easy it is to focus on work. I am the master of avoiding feelings. You are not. Go see her.
Oh, one other thing. Riola's parents called. They agreed to meet at their lawyers tomorrow.
Sorry, you scared me. Here you go.
Thanks.
Good night.
Good night.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to find a pattern.
I know it's in there somewhere.
Bobby?
No, the ME.
Oh, well, does he finally have an ID on our bodies?
Neil's mom died 20 minutes ago.
It was good he was with her. It's quiet.
Yeah. Gave everybody a few hours off.
Wow, you are full of surprises, Sergeant Warren.
What's that?
Pasta puttanesca.
No, I'm good to go.
That's been there since yesterday.
I like it that way. What? I was hungry.
Clearly.
And it tastes like there's actual food in this.
I'm hoping to win you over.
Don't.
Right. The whole Bobby of it all.
You were obsessed with that.
Do you have any idea how good I am at my job?
Not really.
I'm one of the best crime scene analysts. Period. It isn't bragging, it's a fact. You are a crime scene.
This is gonna be fun.
You sleep with Bobby because you're afraid of being alone, but you stay free of any emotional complication to avoid rejection, judgment. People have probably been questioning you your entire life. Beautiful woman, male profession. What's wrong with her? So it's easier to stay clear of any intimate relationship where you are being judged, like getting involved with Bobby. The whole Bobby of it all.
You're not that good at your job. I like being alone.
What? You're incapable of falling in love?
I am in love with this, with what I do.
Everyone needs connection, Dee Dee. To feel like they belong to someone, that they matter.
Thank you for dinner. I've got some work I've got to do before our meeting with the Riolas.
I understand.
I want the record to show how much I resent this meeting. Why all the finger pointing at my son?
There is no finger pointing, Mr. Riola. Just trying to interview as many patients from Fremont as possible.
My clients are willing to cooperate, Sergeant, but there are some matters that occurred decades ago that are highly sensitive.
I will try and only use my nice voice. Mr. Riola, I would love to know how your son ended up at Fremont.
It happened 3 days after his 20th birthday in 1980. You want to know why, right?
That would be helpful.
What I tell you must not leave this room.
I can't promise you that.
When Christopher was a child, we had a nanny.
Au pair.
Gabrielle, our au pair, started having a 12-year-old son.
And after you discovered this?
We fired her. But Christopher, he'd been seduced by that Belgian twit. He was never the same after that. He was obsessed with her. We had to put him on antidepressants.
Things got better for a while.
Until we found out he was killing squirrels and hiding them in his bed. He was 17. We sent him to Europe for 2 years.
Going back, what happened 3 days after his birthday?
We were away up in New York. We came back a day early. When we walked in, he was... We found him forcing his sister into When he saw us, he said, "Thanks, Dad. She's much better than Gabrielle."
I know this has been terrible for your family.
You don't know. You have no idea the hell we've been through.
True. We, just have a couple more questions. What did Gabrielle look like?
I don't know.
Sir, just the basics. Anything could help. Height, weight, eye color.
Red hair, blue eyes, fair skin.
Mr. Riola, Christopher was an adult. How did you get him to willingly go along with the commitment?
I paid him.
What do you mean?
Well, it had to be a voluntary commitment, otherwise the police would be involved, and I didn't want to subject his sister to that. So I made a deal. If Christopher went to Fremont, I would release the inheritance from his grandfather's estate when he turned 28.
How much would that be?
Over $15 million.
Anything left in there?
Feel free to lick the bowl.
Okay. So Christopher's released from Bridgewater in 1988. He has $15 million. Plenty to live a very good life under the radar.
Yeah. While killing young women who look like his nanny.
Au pair. Anything come up on the guy from Fremont? Benji?
Nah, he's either been a good boy or he's pretty damn smart at not getting caught.
My spidey sense is not tingling. I like Riola better.
Yeah? What about Annabelle's dad?
Still on the list. God, I stink.
Yeah, about that. How long has it been since you showered?
3 days. 4 days.
protected by God up above.
Are you ever gonna invite me over to your place?
I don't have any furniture.
I'm not coming over for the sofa.
Neil will be back tomorrow.
Yeah? Think he's rushing it a bit?
Well, he's taking the time he needs. And if my mom died, I'd be at work the same day. But I never got along with her, so it wouldn't be that big a deal.
I didn't even know you had parents. That's the most personal thing you've ever told me. Night.
Night. Sergeant Warren.
Return the necklace or another girl dies.
What necklace?
You know what necklace. Meet me at the hospital tomorrow, 3:33 a.m. Wear the necklace and come alone.
3:33 a.m. You sure you don't want to be a little more specific than that? Just seems kind of like a weird time to meet. Hello? Good morning.
Morning.
What do we have on Riola?
Well, we know that he has a Swiss bank account, so I gotta call out to the State Department and try to track down his passport, but it's hard to get a hold of anybody on a Saturday.
Let's reach out to Interpol, too. Let's trace his funds. Better yet, let's see if we can freeze his assets altogether.
Declare Riola a terrorist. I'm not kidding. The Swiss government doesn't care about homicide, but you write a report saying Yolo's stolen some high-grade plutonium, you'll have his assets frozen immediately. When you have insomnia, you tend to watch a lot of Discovery Channel in the middle of the night.
Anyone else?
Yeah, no progress from the ME's office on identifying the bodies. They have a specialist in wet mummification coming over from Ireland.
You mean they're sending over a leprechaun?
They find bodies in similar condition in peat bogs over there.
Okay, then. That's it for now. Glad to have you back.
Now! 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 I'm blocked! I'm blocked! I have no shot!
Shoot!
I don't have a clear shot!
Alex, shoot now!
You okay?
We should call EMS.
You were an EMT. Let's not waste taxpayers' dollars.
When was the last time you had a tetanus shot?
A couple years ago. 10 years ago.
Yeah, well, you'll need one. All right.
You're gonna be pretty sore tomorrow, but you'll live.
Thanks.
Yeah.
There's no signs of a human intruder, but we found a cage about 200 yards back, set with a timer.
For 3:33.
Yep.
I don't get it. You're making me wear the necklace made some kind of sense. Give the guy a cheap thrill.
Why go through all this?
Exactly. It's like attacking me via remote.
That guy doesn't like things remote. He's up close and personal. The trophies with the girls, stalking Annabelle by leaving her gifts.
Oh, very personal.
This was calculated, contrived, sophisticated. I mean, it's as if he wanted to show you how smart he was. It's something Riola would do.
Let's keep searching the grounds.
We'll need dogs and choppers to cover all this. He can hide out for days. I will keep searching the grounds.
Why so elaborate?
Because he knows we're getting close.
Oh, it's something else. He knew I'd come. And he knew I wouldn't come by myself. And look, we're all here. And Annabelle's alone. This wasn't about getting to me. This was about getting us away from her. Dispatch.
Anything? No. Sure you didn't see anything? Person, car, back of a coat?
Nothing. By the time I opened my door, they were gone. Just the package.
All right, well, we have that interview with Schwepp.
You go. She needs protection.
Yes, she has protection. I mean, are you not in this room?
She's right. I'll be fine.
You sure?
Yeah.
You have our numbers if you need them.
I'll be back this afternoon.
Okay.
I'm still a little jet-lagged. I got back from Berlin last night.
Well, you were told why we're here.
The detective who called said it was about Russell Granger.
That's correct. Do you remember him?
Russell worked under me for a couple of years. He was into applied mathematics, not pure mathematics.
Hey, don't look at me. I barely passed algebra.
Did you know his daughter, Annabelle?
Well, I know he had a daughter. He didn't talk about her much. He didn't talk about much of anything except work.
Nothing about a stalker?
No.
Did he tell you why he was moving?
Only that he'd had a job offer in Wisconsin.
Florida.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I'm not much help, am I? We had drinks once after my divorce. He was kind. I don't remember much more than that.
It's all right. Just give us a call if you remember anything else.
Don't you want to see the box? Russell left some stuff in storage when he left. He said he'd come back for it, but never did.
What's in it?
Well, I have no idea. Seriously, it wasn't mine.
According to the Milton Hershey School, there was no Russell and Tommy Granger in 1970. There was a Russell and Tommy Grayson. They are the same kids, and they came from their own horror show family. Dad murders mom and shoots himself. They luck out, getting admitted to the Hershey School for Disadvantaged Children. Both boys show academic promise, but even at a young age, there are signs Tommy has mental health issues. Rage and impulse control problems, ADHD, reactive attachment disorder. Russell, who's 7 years older, graduates, goes to Penn, meets a girl, gets married, buys a house, and it isn't too long after that that baby brother Tommy moves in with them. And that's when things get weird. There are numerous police reports concerning the Graysons. Tommy is stalking his brother's wife. She can't go anywhere without him showing up.
Did he ever threaten her?
No, but he kept telling her that Russell might kill her like his dad killed his mom, and that scared her. The neighbors started complaining about dead, mutilated pets.
So you think there's a connection?
Yeah, I think there was a connection. I think Tommy was going off his rails.
Russell comes home and finds Tommy peeking into the baby's bedroom. And game over. Tommy is completely obsessed with the baby in a not healthy way. He is a pedophile and Annabelle is his target.
Yeah, if he was annoying before, he's full-on creepy now. Sending the baby gifts all the time, sneaking into her bedroom.
But the defining moment that turned him from a concerned brother into a terrified dad comes in 1980. Annabelle's babysitter gunned down on a park bench while watching Annabelle, who was left unharmed, holding a teddy bear with a note that said, "Love, Uncle Tommy."
After the shooting, Tommy Grayson disappears. That's when your dad runs again.
Did they find who did this to my babysitter?
No.
So it might not have been him.
The odds are pretty good that it was. And if he had such violent tendencies, then he probably got arrested for something else, or he was committed.
What happened after the shooting?
Russell Grayson becomes Russell Granger and moved here.
Where my mother swallows a bottle of tranquilizers for lunch one day.
Yeah.
So Tommy was the one stalking me.
We don't know.
But you think so?
I could say yes, and then we could figure out that he's been locked up for the last 20 years. We don't know.
All this time, I wanted to belong to a family, to be part of something. Now I find out that the one thing I wanted most is the thing that has been chasing me. And it's getting closer.
Who is it?
I'm hoping it's the same man that Annabelle's father showed you.
But who is it?
It's Annabelle's uncle, Tommy. We believe that Granger showed you this picture because he thought that his brother kidnapped you.
It's rather a random theory.
No, Tommy was stalking Annabelle.
And since I looked like her, her father thought I was kidnapped by his brother.
Yes.
Well, why didn't he just call the police?
He was trying to stay under the radar. He had a fake name, a fake life. He couldn't go to the police, so he handled it himself.
This is one weird family. I don't know. It could be the picture her dad showed me.
Just could be.
It was 20 years ago. And all I remember is that the guy in the photo wasn't the man who attacked me. I'm sorry.
So Catherine's resemblance to Annabelle is pure coincidence?
Maybe. But her kidnapping must have inspired Tommy to use an underground chamber 2 years later.
What about Christopher Riola?
Most likely a murderer. Not our murderer.
Look, I'm working on finding a hotel for Annabelle.
It's not your call.
This way he won't know who she is. You want her visible.
Yeah. He's drawn to her. He'll come out of his hole again, and this time we'll get him.
How's he gonna get to her surrounded by half the force? God, you pulled off her protection.
No, I reduced the number.
You cannot use her as bait, Dee Dee.
You are too attached.
Is that what this is about?
My feelings for Annabelle?
You have feelings now?
Come on.
You get her a hotel room, you buy her a house. Just know by hiding her away, that means he will be waiting until you look away.
Thank you. Hey, never a patient named Tommy Grayson at Fremont.
You sure?
Just went through all the records.
You just went through 20 years of records?
All those young, eager academy students you just passed. Many hands make quick work.
Alex, you can't have cadets working on this investigation.
You said you needed this done fast.
What else did you find out?
There were 14 men about Tommy's age at Fremont, including Benji, that Charlie Marvin mentioned.
Well, Benji could be Tommy. It makes sense, right? Charlie said that he was a bright kid. He went to Boston Latin.
Yeah, that's a nice fit, except for one thing. This is all according to Charlie Marvin. So the kind-hearted gentleman who helps the homeless at Pine Street Inn, he doesn't exist.
What?
We went through decades of payroll ledgers at Fremont, from the 1960s until it closed. No one by the name of Charlie Marvin ever made a dime there.
Never worked there. Who the hell is he?
Hello, Annabelle. Are you going somewhere?
Next time I tell you to run a background check on Charlie Marvin, run a background check on Charlie Marvin.
We did check. He volunteers at the Pine Street mission.
How do we know he's the same guy we've been talking to? Of all the stupid rookie mistakes, you gotta go in person, you gotta show a picture. Call Annabelle. Put out an APB on Marvin. Send units to Fremont and Pine Street.
I was right over here.
There's no answer. Annabelle's probably on her way to the hotel.
How did you get in here?
You look so much like her.
Like who?
Aren't you gonna ask me in first?
No.
Charlie Marvin wasn't a patient. He didn't work at the Institute.
So?
There's a good chance that he's not our guy.
Unless he was under another name.
Great. Thanks. Neil says that the Pine Street people confirmed that Marvin is Marvin, except he took off an hour ago.
Where?
No idea.
You're the one he really wanted. Those other 6 girls, all substitutes for his real desire.
You knew about the pit.
I found it when they announced they were going to tear down the hospital. Took my breath away. Work of a real master.
Who did it? Who killed those girls? Was it you?
No. They weren't to my particular taste. I always stuck to that looked like Gabrielle. That looked like you.
You're Christopher Riola.
From the moment I saw you at the police station, I knew I had to have you. You look more like Gabrielle than any of the others. So I followed you.
Ridiculous.
All right, hold on. No, I see it.
Call dispatch. We're going on foot. Have them send backup.
Ben, he's trying to kill me.
Benji.
He called you Benji. How did he know your name?
It's Tommy.
It's Tommy.
What are you talking about?
I'm your Uncle Tommy.
Oh my gosh.
From the day your tiny baby hand could hold my finger, I knew you were mine. You were so pretty, so soft. I know what I was thinking was bad, so I had to go away to get better. I changed my name to Benji.
Oh, you checked yourself into Fremont State Hospital. That's how you knew Riola.
I was so lonely there. I wanted you even more, so I left. And I looked, and I looked, and I couldn't find you. Then I saw another girl. She was walking home from school. She liked me. She wanted to be with me. But at the last minute, she changed her mind.
You killed Dory.
She was the first, not the last.
Oh my God.
So beautiful.
Dory was my friend.
I know, sweetheart. I know. Don't think for a moment that she was who I wanted. It was you all along. That's why we became a delivery man. To find you again. Shh. And I did. Have you noticed? I've been taking care of you. Little things every day. Making sure you got home safe after your run. Taking the subway with you. Hey, did you notice that I changed the light out front and brought up your laundry? Folded it too. You have no idea what it's like to have no family. No one to call you by your real name. I want you to call me Tommy. Just this once. Please. For your uncle.
You're sick. Get away from me!
I'm not sick. How could I be sick if I love you?
Police! Watch out!
You're nice.
Thank you. It's amazing what a good night's sleep and shaving your legs can do for a girl.
Riola's family refuses to claim the body.
Not too surprising. It's one thing to think your son's a psycho. It's another to find out he's been killing to look like his nanny for years.
Au pair. The fact that Tommy and Riola ran into each other at Annabelle's apartment, that was just random.
Nothing is random.
Okay.
Riola was a game player. This intrigued him. He insinuated himself in the case, hoping to contact the perp who killed those girls. And Annabelle was the connection. Scotch neat.
Okay.
You smell nice.
Here you go.
Well, thank you.
So, here's what I'm thinking. I could try harder.
Harder at what?
At us. You want to come back to my place?
But first,
Baby steps.
a week ago, that could have changed everything.
Too late.
I have dates.
Annabelle. I'll see you tomorrow. Think fast. You work too much.
Coming from you. We'll have to catch up on.
Catch up tomorrow.
You look nice.
So I hear. Don't you find it ironic that in some strange way, Annabelle and Tommy were both looking for the same thing? Each other. They both so desperately wanted family.
Like I said, everyone needs to feel connection.
There may be some merit to that,
You're looking for connection.
in a manner of speaking.
Bobby has a date.
Yes, he does.
That's why you're here.
Does it matter why I'm here?
When you come to me, you have to want to be with me. Not because of the Bobby of it all.
Seriously? What does a girl have to do to get screwed around here?
You all right getting home?
I am so sober, you have no idea.
All right, then. Would you mind turning off the lights when you leave?
Sure. Worst night ever. Warren. Yeah, I'm 10 minutes out. See you there.